Co-headline the main event for the second midweek in a row. 3 days that see Manchester United hit 9, Sheffield United. Well, these two teams are the perfect example of how quickly it can change in the Premier League this season. Both were top at some stage of December, but are now 13 points behind Manchester City. The more pressing issue is the 7 points they need to find to catch Liverpool in fourth, the top half of the table, full of big clubs who are all chasing European places and some trophies and are capable of beating anybody. Match knee, and we're all set here. It's Tottenham against Chelsea, and Glenn in a slightly different position. He's been a wing-back, but he's part of the attacking setup this evening. There's the first foul, which is given away by Ndombele after catching Werner.
Yeah, Ndombele trying to win. It's a fierce game.
First opportunity for Werner, which wasn't that far away. That just had the concern there of Hugo Lloris, and no doubt all of those Tottenham players.
It certainly did. What a ball from Aspilicueta.
Alteration from the weekend win tonight. He just left his foot in there as well, Reece James, which was explained to the referee by the assistant on this side.
Yeah, again, just gets there late, doesn't he? And Ndombele this time gets the hit.
High up the pitch on this right-hand side for Chelsea, supported by Hudson-Odoi. Here's Mason Mount. Chelsea have started well, and that's steered behind by Ben Davies for the corner.
Yeah, started very well, Chelsea. Little blindside runs here from Mount.
Offside flag up as Mount received the ball back from Alonso. Yeah. Some battling on the first bit of work there.
There again, and that's the problem.
It's been a really nice feel to Chelsea in the early stages. Reece James beaten to it by Davis, but they'll get another corner into the near post. It was nearer to Antonio Rudiger. Jorginho. Good defending for Tottenham by Dan. A bit of room. Here's Mason Mount. Now Timo Werner. Alonso, Hudson-Odoi. Now James. Well, eventually the shot came in from Hudson-Odoi. It did take a deflection. The Chelsea players were appealing for the corner, which Chelsea corner. Good header by Vinicius, and then back in by Jorginho. Then goes the cross towards Mason Mount. Hudson-Odoi started well, as has Hudson-Odoi.
To find that spare man.
Well, maybe Ndombele can make something happen here. Here's Aspilicueta, Timo Werner, Eric Dyer with the challenge. Here's Ndombele. Now they've got three in there, but the ball in from Ndombele straight to the goalkeeper. Aspilicueta looking for the run of Werner. It's a nice ball in there. Eric Dyer, well, there's contact, it's a penalty. He's left his foot in there, Eric Dyer, and in trying to clear it, he's brought down Timo Werner.
You can just see it there.
So good for so long. We'll see whether he's got his mojo back. No hop, skip and a jump. He just rams it into the corner. And Chelsea's bright start has been rewarded by the first goal. And they lead this London derby here by 1-0.
That's a clever penalty, actually, because his little skip is still there. The last penalty I saw him take, he had that skip. I think Lloris was expecting that. This time he just comes onto it. Look, without the skip, bang.
Well spotted by Sissoko.
Saturday he played excellent as well.
Nice serve by Mason Mount. Just needed to be a better shot at the end of it. Good defending by Thiago Silva. It was a searching pass forward by Alderweireld. Just stayed down though, Thiago. Whether he's pulled something in clearing it, we'll wait and see. He's going into a back three though, Glenn, that's not had a great deal of defending to do up to now.
No, you've got to say.
Aspilicueta. But Mount was the target once more, and this time Sissoko. Reece James onto Callum Hudson-Odoi, plenty in blue in the middle, and Eric Dyer there to steer it behind for Tottenham. Taken short to Callum Hudson-Odoi. Mason Mount with time. With that kind of time, you would have.
Players on the ball got to have options, and they haven't at the moment. They really haven't. Chelsea are closing down well.
Free kick delivered by Son, and headed down and headed wide. Well, it was the man that won the free kick that got his head on the end of it, Serge Aurier, and a little bit of encouragement there for Tottenham. It's a good opportunity that for Chelsea right at the end of the half. And there is the half-time whistle, and Mourinho's got some work to do, there's no doubt about that. It was Chelsea domination in the...
It needs to be so much better in the second half from Tottenham. It certainly can't be any worse, can it?
Change at half-time, just that one enforced change for Chelsea in the first half when Christensen... The cross in by Davis wasn't a bad one, and Alonso... Højbjerg just... Confident... It's a bit of a gamble taken by Mendy, and the free kick eventually will be given to Chelsea, but... And Ndombele. Son, here's Ndombele, Kovacic for Chelsea. One thing that will be in Jose Mourinho's mind is...
Nowhere to pass once he had beaten him once. That was the problem, isn't it?
For Ndombele. We're going to see a yellow card here for Alderweireld for the challenge on Mount. It's the first booking tonight.
Yeah, it's a correct decision as well. A little flick inside, Mount gets there.
Chelsea's turn to have to work hard to get out. And that's disappointing for Spurs because Vinicius would have been in there. Ben Davies has been penalised for the foul on Reece James, which has stopped a promising position developing for Tottenham.
Well, they did get in a good position there.
Mount, Hudson-Odoi, it's a good move, and the shot just wide in the end. The first time they've really strung the passes together like... Brave defending there by Alderweireld, who wants the free kick, and I don't think he thought for a moment he was going to get it, but Werner's foot was high. Some seemed to run into Jorginho, but Andre Mariner saw that as a foul.
I'm not sure.
Kovacic running on, positive play from him, and then the shot blocked by Dyer.
For Tottenham.
And now the kind of space that Mount was experiencing in the first half. It's a good run, it's Timo Werner who can't find the finish. I think there was a good bit of defending in there by Aurier. In fact, it's a corner, and he got there just in the nick of time.
That's great football from Chelsea. They opened Tottenham up.
The ball to go into those positions to help out in midfield. So I think Ndombele higher, and if they can control the midfield, but I don't see them really pressing high or trying to impose themselves on
I think
Chelsea.
Mason Mount's got a huge role in this. I think he could be the one that if they're starting to get outnumbered with Ndombele, that's that overload, and then he's got the legs and the initiative to actually get forward once they get the ball as